got a good win rate on it as well, as best as he can, considering, unfortunately, Genji's challenger win rate. So,
yeah,
an asterisk there, but
the risks here in the first game, and I kind of like that. I'm hoping that they're saving some of the funny business for games 2 and 3, right?
Notice the positioning of Lehens. If Kellen goes for a hook, he goes for it. He goes for it regardless.
Yeah, looking for this opportunity here as Zenith Blade comes on forward. That's a great knock-up as Severum has been armed here by Ruler as it is just going to be Lehens falling down first. Peanut trying to get himself out of the way, but it is a trade of supports and Doctom will survive. In the meantime, though, Showmaker's come on down towards this bottom side, and Ruler has to flash to get himself out of the way. He wants to try and get the kill back, but it doesn't work. It's a double kill for Showmaker, and now there's even more fighting. That was a dive going wrong.
Yeah, definitely went very wrong. And Ophelia pushes the wave in, so Showmaker will lose a few minions, as meanwhile Doran's in trouble. Let's go on all that here, potentially.
Yeah,
teleport commitment.
Fired and everything as Canyon doesn't pick up the turret aggro. They get a teleport out from Ophelia, and they will just back themselves out. Damwon, actually, of course, there's a lot of years bearing down on top of the Rise, who... Yep, 0-7. Not necessarily a great matchup here, as you can see.
This also was when Victor was being played, because he's not really that much anymore, and Rise was having a bad time.
Yeah, as Showmaker now is running for the wrong side of the map. Zenith Blade will connect onto him, as Peanut should be able to catch up. Not entirely sure how this all sort of happened, we were in a bit of a replay.
Looked like maybe it was a red buff contest he went for up there on the top side and ended up paying for it with his life. Bit of a juggle on those.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So Canyon ends up getting the first Drake here for Damwon Kia. Showmaker gives his life
for the cause.
Yeah.
Lehens takes a lot of damage.
Peanut's here.
Oh, yeah, there's the knock-up. Okay, Kellen likely to die here as Doctom's trying to get as much damage back as possible. The Ignite burning onto Peanut, but he will just make his way out. Canyon not able to get here in time. Still good news here for Genji.
Peanut was hovering that lane pretty significantly, as meanwhile he's going to look for an opportunity onto Birdall, potentially.
Yeah, Birdall's going to try and make his way back. Didn't really know what he was doing there as the flash is going to come through. Cataclysm will secure it. And yeah, caught between a something and a something else, I think is a phrase that we've said before. But you could see it in Birdall's mind. He's like, how do I get out of this? And he didn't really have the answer.
Yep. Meanwhile, down here,
Lehens
just going to eat a ton of damage as Leona.
Bit more damage. Flash comes out there from Lehens, and
Peanut is going to come down here for, again, a long con punish play onto the pushed up bot laners.
Yeah, they are very far extended. As you can see, Ruler already walking forward. There's the Gravitum. It is armed. As Peanut just wanting to make sure that he can lock down the position onto Kellen. Doesn't get the knock-up, but Gale Force is going to be used by Ruler. Gets him all the way forward, and Peanut's the one that ends up securing the kill there with either a red buff or a challenging smite or something like that. Locking him down, and Genji grab another one.
I feel like came down here just to make sure he could secure this, and with a push out on the mid wave for just a moment there, he actually is able to come down here without any real huge cost to himself. Showmaker might grab one plate for this.
Yes, you're down a couple of Drakes, but you know, you pick up a few Infernals. You're feeling really good about that as well. As in goes Peanut, finds a Cataclysm onto the flashless Showmaker as Lehens gets on in there as well. The Rise really dead as Peanut. Yep. Went all the way under the turret and somehow walks out. Not entirely sure how that even happened, as it's a double kill for the bloodthirsty support.
Yeah.
So Peanut is going to feel free to do all of this sort of stuff as he grabs this beautiful knock-up. So comfortable, as maybe Peanut's going to fall, but no, that's not really what Peanut does this game. Is now Canyon has to get himself out of the way. Ruler does find the Moonlight Vigil as, gets the extra activation, and that will secure the kill onto Canyon.
It's crazy to say this, but it feels like Genji are just out-macroing Damwon Kia playing the vision game better.
Peanut is just out-jungling Canyon.
Yeah, that's
all
also
over the map.
That's also another thing that you usually don't get to say. Really showing the power of an early game Jarvan. Yes, he's not going to farm as well as meanwhile.
Lehens, he's going to have to flash, and Canyon just gets a safeguard. He'll move his way back. So that's a really dead Leona going for a little bit of a mission too far. Try and find some vision. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Birdall should be able to take down this outer turret, even though that Shock Blast tied it up. Most of the minions...
Choke point controlled here by Genji. They have so much damage.
Shock Blast is fantastic as well. Lands onto Doctom. And Peanut looking for his angle to get back in, but it's a great amount of CC to come through from Kellen. Peanut trying to get out. He's still burning, and the Ignite will tick down. Stocked Arm that collects himself the kill. Is Doran looking to try and turn this one? Ooh, Canyon actually shows himself for the barest of seconds. Not going to be able to find too much more as the kick was still on cooldown.
They want to try to take this themselves, but this is not safe. They do have a teleport.
Yeah, Shock Blasts raining through from behind the Baron Pit are certainly dangerous.
Ruler, no ult here, and not the greatest guns for a team fight, but they've got to look for one.
Yeah, well, the Smite available for a dead Peanut. So he's not going to be here for this one as Lehens tries to get on forward. Ruler not going to be able to find the damage that he's looking for as the rest of Damwon Kia will just make their way out of the Baron Pit. And Damwon, it was just a successful heist, right? They take down the most important member, and I think that...
Now, can they win the front-to-back fight here? It's all on Kellen to start it off.
Yep, Showmaker looking for the flank. There it goes. Kellen's immediately going to flash, try and get himself out of the way of this one, as it's a brilliant knock-up from Peanut as he gets towards the back line. Lehens has already fallen down as the blast goes used. Showmaker put right into the middle of Gen G, and there's so many chakrams. Ruler's going to comfortably grab that kill, as that is not the trade they were looking for, and this is going to be Quadra Dragon Infernal Soul.
Everything about that was about as good as you could hope for Damwon Kia, but that's still just not good enough. Canyon's dead. Yeah. Baron's up here. This may just be the beginning of the end here for Gen G in a real permanent sense.
That was the backbreaker, I think.
I mean, Damwon Kia have no control over the map. They have no jungler. Baron is so free.
Yeah, well, that was a flash, as Bertle is going to get booped back, and yeah, not too much more is going to happen there.
They pushed.
Oh dear, Kellen just going to get booped back. That's going to be the kill going over to Lehens. Not even entirely sure how he managed to get it as well, as I think Doran does a lot more damage. Yeah, might have been that. As Canyon not going to find the Q. Lehens not even going to get rid of that control, or just doesn't feel like he needs to, as Q's going to connect onto the Leona, but he's just so tanky. Lehens just happy to engage when there's no one here. He wants to remove Canyon from the area, and yes, Lehens will go down, but Showmaker has absolutely no health whatsoever. Ophelia takes a lot of damage from some returning feathers, but that is going to be pretty much Exodia. The Shock Blast might need to be changed to Nuclear Blasts at this point in time, because there's the Flash Cataclysm. Doctor keeps himself alive, though, and Peanut goes all the way down to his Guardian Angel. Same to be said here for Ruler. There's a lot of GAs that have been utilized here, and there is just so much explosive damage. Doctarm as well, able to get that Blade Caller to work out here, and yeah, eventually he will fall. Unfortunately, the wallets are extremely heavy. Yeah, Bertle's going to be eaten by a dragon. Everybody else is dragon food as well. Triple kill for Ruler. Can he find the Penta is the question. The answer's no, as Doran's going to steal that one away, and then hopefully he just decided to destroy the Nexus. He's like, I didn't steal the Pentakill because we only killed 4 of them. It's fine.
And he is, as you can see, #1 damage in the game. Everything going according to plan here for Gen G after Peanut just found these opportunities left and right.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I think hats off to Ophelia and the way that he stepped into some very big shoes. Of course, Chovy, a very great player, but Ophelia, super stable, right? And we mentioned the fact that Gen G, they got a lot of chefs in this kitchen, right? Are we
Jax or Fiora?
Yeah, and it's the Fiora that comes out from Doran. I love this.
Well, this is the hype game, too. Like, Game 1's draft was pretty vanilla, pretty boring.
Yeah.
This is the hype draft. This is the one where we get to see the day. Maybe they didn't want the
yeah, I don't think you necessarily need the Camille. I don't think she's the massive, you know, point of power in that particular combination. Everything looking bad for the Gen G bottom lane, but that is a dredge line that will connect. Kellen taking a lot of damage here as Doctarm doesn't find that Mystic Shot, and Damwon Kia are going to lose out on this trade for now. Yep. Ooh, Ruler now taking a lot of damage. Lehens going to block the Mystic Shots as best he can, wanting to save the Summoner spells. They do get the heal out from Ruler.
This should guarantee a Drake, though, and this punished the fact that Ruler and Lehens were pushing up super far, trying to look for a hook, and actually we're continuing to try to trade against this Karma Ezreal, not respecting the power that this duo brings, and a Manfred Q just puts a ton of damage off there. They commit the Ignite. Now they're forced out of lane, which costs them to lose not only Drake, but also a lot of plates down here, potentially.
No cannon either, so this is going to be a lot of minions lost.
Showmaker is still just kind of clearing up some vision, being a threat here that Ruler and Lehens have to respect, which means another plate goes down. So what Peanut picks up in the Rift Herald will not equalize the amount of value that Kellen and Duckdom got in this Karma Ezreal lane. We finally see teams, or at least Damwon Kia, pick this when the Jinx is picked so early in a draft. And I like this way more than the Xayah. So much more power, so much more control.
No, I like it a lot as well.
And
the Ruler, I think, yeah, Canyon is going to spot him out. Ruler immediately gets out. When becomes Lightning is going to be there. As Lehens, yeah, I don't know whether he's going to be able to make it here. Does still have his flash available, but it does not matter. That's first blood going over to Canyon as he wanders towards the bottom side.
Even if Fiora picks up these plates here, you don't feel like you've gained the same amount of value because Camille can default just do very well later on. You know, if you're going to be accelerated, hold that thought. If you can make this dive work, it's worth.
Yeah, that's a Justice Punch as Ophelia going to try and run his way out. They do manage to get a whole bunch of plates. They're not going to be able to equalize the first turret going down.
But Damwon Kia just winning on all fronts right now. 2,000 gold up with only 1 kill onto the Nautilus.
Bit of a zoom. Thank you very much, Jonas Strong.
We appreciate those.
Yep, we definitely do. As Ruler will catch the
Duckdom!
Yeah, depth charge. Going to block him, and Super Mega Death Rocket sails in. They get the dab out of Peanut.
And this could lead to a pick potentially if Brittle steps over the line. Peanut does have Flash Kick.
Hextech Ultimatum is available, going to be very important to use that effectively as the Realm Warp is going to come through. It does mean Showmaker turns up. It's a great two-man taunt, though, as the Grand Challenge goes down. Everyone's getting healed, and once again, Showmaker teleports to the bottom lane, but this time, there's no double kill for him. It's a double kill for Gen G.
I'm going to give you a kill because you know exactly how to set up this taunt. It's free. It's not even a skill moment. It's just like Ophelia presses his button, and they make it happen.
Well, Zap going to connect there onto Duckdom as there's a max-range dredge line. Depth charge comes through, yet another taunt comes down for Ophelia as, oh no, he hadn't even finished taking the Rift Herald as now Canyon has to ult himself, but 1 versus 4, yes, Crescent Guard is a pretty good ability, but it ain't that good. Ruler's gonna Gale Force, gets on top of the Xin Zhao, and he picks up the eye, so there's that for Canyon, but this game's starting to fall apart for Damwon Kia.
Oh man, the deep teleport here from Doran as well. If they actually overextend here, there's a flank angle.
Okay, they find the Hextech Ultimatum onto Ruler. He's really dead. Now Peanut trying to escape from the area. You can see the Fiora rotating around, getting himself around here as this is the first Infernal of the game. Zap not going to connect there as in goes Lehens. Finds the Hex Flash immediately. Canyon is going to ult to try and get himself as safe as possible. The Drake is going to lose interest in this fight completely as Damwon Kia starting to get some control here of the river, but they do not have the ulti from Canyon. It's very important for these team fights. Yeah, Bertle waiting for that Hextech Ultimatum opportunity as Lehens finds himself into the backline. The riposte is fantastic as Doran gets himself over the wall, then back again. All of Damwon vacate the area, and Peanut just secures the Drake. All right, I guess that's a way to get it. Realm Warp now to try and get Showmaker in here as Lehens, I think he'll be going down first. Yes, Showmaker collects that one. Now Ophelia in a lot of trouble. Justice Punch will be blocked by Duckdom. Somehow Ophelia walks out. I have no idea how. Safeguard makes sure that he's going to be all right. And True Shot Barrage very close to coming up.
I don't think he can hit this one. He has no idea.
He has to guess. Let's see. Jonas Strong, show it to us. Not gonna happen.
He was looking for the back timing. Well placed. Ophelia waited. He knew.
Like frying chicken right now.
Oh man, that was scary for a second, but.
As if the engage does come through, remember, heroic entrance is a thing. You can see Ophelia towards the north as Flash has to come out. And now Doran gets towards that backline. There's the grand challenge. Heroic entrance will come in. It's a great Hextech Ultimatum to negate all of that CC. Great kickback there from Peanut as he looks for Bertle. But Bertle's so incredibly low, but will still survive. 2 already dead on the side of Gen G, but there are low health bars. Yeah, they're going to just walk over here. Of course, it's Soul Point, not Soul, right, that they're fighting for. And Gen G just popped themselves over the wall. You can see Damwon, no idea of what's going on here. Good riposte, but it's not going to be enough. Doran not able to get out. And now Lehens is backing away. And Peanut and Ruler are still here, still trying to take this Baron, as it is going to be Damwon that do take the Drake. So
they ping it, they know, but they just don't. They have no way of stopping this, unfortunately. So they're like, okay, can we catch them here? They're going to look for a catch with the Realm Warp. They might be able to get some of these players.
All right, so the heist is completed on the side of Gen G as Canyon looks for a bit of engage. Does get zapped, as now Lahan's trying to get himself out of here. It's not going to work. Dom secures that kill, and now Doran looking for Bertle here on the bottom side. Peanut trying to work out exactly which is the best way to go. So the lunge is going to come through. Bertle holding onto the ult, but Doran does get his. Now, Bertle's going to try and use Peanut as a taxi. This is played so beautifully, though. Super Mega Death Rocket comes on down, as now Ruler going to have to deal with Canyon moving in. Good kickback, though, from Peanut. We'll make sure that they can't chase. Flame Choppers don't arm in time, but Showmaker's not going to be able to do it. And meanwhile, yeah, BBQ Chicken going to be taking down this inner turret as best he can. Teleport going to come forward.
And they turn this into a kill.
Oh no, doesn't get the taunt quite. And they will be able to take the turret.
Still successful in that regard. Yep. It's going to push one of these two teams into a massive advantage one way or the other. Give Genji enough map control to finally use this comp to his fullest potential, or give Dom1 Kia that Infernal Soul.
Yeah, there's the Grand Challenge actually issued very, very early in this one. Doran gonna have to flash, get himself out of the way, but it's not going to be enough. Now Bertle is bearing down on Lahan's. Double kill comes forward for the top laner of Dom1 Kia, and the Drake hadn't even spawned yet, and Genji are already getting obliterated. Heroic entrance, not so heroic from the Death Chamber, unfortunately, as Canyon gonna try and get out of there, and he is going to succeed.
Look at Duck Dom's damage in this fight. Over 3,500, I think he did it in the end in total.
I know exactly the one you're talking about. As in goes Canyon, looks for Ophelia, will find him. Realm Warp to come forward as well, and that's going to deliver both of the solo laners right on top of the chicken. And yep, fortunately, there is nowhere that Ophelia is going to go here.
Yep, and this is just too much of a lead here for Dom1 Kia now. Not in the gold, but in the Infernal Drake, the mobility, and this Ezreal who will just carry this game on his own. And there's just not much you can do about this as Genji. Your comp relies on you to run at people.
This is still feeling a little bit 50-50-ish. It's a little bit frightening. We do have Crescent Guard available here, so Canyon can get rid of Peanut, theoretically. As now Bertle, over the wall, Tactical Sweep's going to come through. He does have his stopwatch and is going to use it. Flash out of the way from Showmaker to try and avoid the zap. As now Bertle getting kited here. He will go down, but the Baron is focused from Dom1 Kia, and they will just make their escape.
The living inhibitor on the top side of the map. They still get their prio.
Indeed. Well, that's a dredge line that you didn't really want to take, as it was slightly missed there for Lahan's.
Ruler
rush just does so much damage. Showmaker trying to get this work done as well. Heroic entrance from Ophelia, but oh, it's a heroic sacrifice by the looks of things to me. As Genji, they lose their Galio, and it just feels like Dom1 Kia are way too far ahead. Doc Dom, Arcane shifting forward, Ruler having to walk his way back, and this Elder should just belong to Damon.
And Dom, I mean, all it takes is one True Shot barrage like that, and Ruler can't be anywhere near the fight. They get the pick onto the Galio, and Doran, what are you going to try for here?
All right, Lahens, can you find any heroics? The answer is absolutely not, as there is the Realm Warp. Ruler is going to flash to get himself into this brush. Oh my god, it's cute. But the dragon will end up taking him down, as, yep, Bertle with a big old dragon off his shoulder as well. And now Dom1 Kia with, I guess, the top lane that they have opened earlier. Could wander their way through, but Doran, they are hungry for some kills first.
Doran's just buying time. He's going to use his riposte here to get like 2 more seconds onto the board for some respawns. Ophelia is going to be up here, no ultimate. Try for the heroic taunt, you know, but this one's well and truly locked up now. Genji just not able to win any team fights with a pylon composition. Won a lot of skirmishes with the mid game as down he goes after his stopwatch. Down he goes.
Oh, poor Ophelia. Oh, it is going to be Dom1 Kia now just getting rid of these Nexus turrets, and this time around the composition absolutely worked out. Loved the counter pick towards that bottom side of the map. Doc Dom and Kellen playing this one out very, very well. But Dom1 Kia, they will bring us to a game number 3 exactly.
And this is where I was going back to in the draft. If they had picked the Camille first and then ended with the Galio, you're not going to play Galio top. They picked the Karma earlier. So I think if you really wanted the Galio Camille, you needed to pick the Camille first because you gave them the opportunity to counter pick because you went into it face up on red side here in that R4 slot. Now you got poke. You got follow-up pick, right? When Ahri hits a charm, Nidalee hits a spear, then you have a Jinx, Zap, and a rocket. Somebody's dead, Jinx is excited. Sion is going to absorb so much of Jace's damage.
But requires a little bit better aim. I do very much like that ability. But Genji, this is the creative draft.
You're not going to pay a visit up here. Canyon's still in the vicinity. And it is a Scion on the top side of the map with Flash available.
Yeah, Peanut comes in. Nice avoidance there of the stun for Bertle. And he's going to walk it out. Well, Lehens moving forward here. Do manage to get the slow down. There's the pullback, and Dr. has to flash. Ruler immediately flashes after him, and that is going to be first blood going over to Gen G. Now Doran trying to get some side steps in as well. Decent shock blast as Bertle lumbering down, trying to chase the Jace, and that spear is going to connect. Doran has to flash to get himself out of the way, and a spear is going to come through as well. It's a great shadow surge, but immediately Canyon is going to flash, get himself out of the way. Showmaker dashing forward, finds the charm as well, and Ophelia is trying to run this one out. That is going to be the double kill, and the Ahri gets her revenge.
That entire exchange was just so high level on both sides. He has a kill opportunity, but he's just going to wait for the wave, crash this one through, try to zone Duckdom out.
Yeah, that is going to be a bit of a stun up there. The ulti comes through as well, and now Peanut is looking for the resets. The Renata is going to fall down as Duckdom is gifted a kill, but the Feather Storm will help Peanut pick up the double.
I really just didn't think with the Nautilus there that they were going to commit that hard, but the ultimate there from Lehens is massive. He trades his life, but you end up getting an extra kill onto the Xayah, who picks up more plate gold and is now going to take out the enemy AD carry. 30 CS up. Is this lethality Xayah? Meanwhile, over here...
Oh, the train misses the station there just a little bit as Doran's trying to turn this one around. He avoids the Q, and now underneath the turret, Doran is going to be able to pick up the 1-for-1. And he's real happy about that. He's not going to look towards the bottom lane, though, because that's where Gen G are really starting.
Rift Herald, which is going to be potentially some big map control.
Oh, okay. Showmaker kind of caught in the jungle here. Does land the charm as Kellen comes on over. Super Mega Death Rocket comes through, and Peanut is just going to get taken down. Showmaker goes golden. Ruler looks for his opportunity as the train is going to connect onto Doran this time. Great zap to land as well. Okay, yeah, we're going to have some berserk players flying through here, but it doesn't last too long.
And there's the Rift Herald dropping. This play attempt from Peanut was heroic, but it was not the right call with no vision. Really easy rotation over, and now it's a free mid-turret here that comes with the death of the jungler.
As Ruler, he's standing pretty far forward, and Kellen's going to flash on in. Tries to lock down Peanut. Super Mega Death Rocket comes in, and it's actually Showmaker that finishes it off in the end. The hostile takeover fell through, but you can see Damwon still able to grab that kill onto Lehens. Not enough that he can do to stop that.
I mean, it's so easy to just charm.
Yeah, the hostile takeover looked cool as Bertle is pretty far forward here. He's going to flash away. He's going to use the train in order to find himself some safety, and does so effectively. Shock Blast not really finding the mark here, as Gen G are going to be able to steal away a red buff. Super Mega Death Rocket was trying to answer that, but Dr. not going to be so lucky. Spears avoided. Gen G, you know, there's still some fight left in him. Shock Blast's going to go wide, though, and Doran needs to start hitting a few more of these, as he's going to have to flash to get out of the way of Showmaker, starting to bully the rest of Gen G right now, as Foxfire comes through, and Ruler is now in a lot of trouble. He does have Feather Storm, does have Flash and Heal.
He has his ultimate available, does have Flash.
This is so rough. Okay, he's going to get feared, so Showmaker has to go golden immediately. Canyon dives on top of Peanut, who's going to flash to get himself out of the way. Does have his ultimate pretty soon as Featherstorm was back up again. That's going to be used to avoid Bertle's onslaught. And the Shadow Surge goes wide, but the Drake is now just going to get completely forgotten, and instead it's Lehens that has to try and save himself. A lot of low health bars, but they still manage to get the pick. Gen G trying to burst down this dragon as Ophelia takes a spear to the face.
That's so massive. If he's full health, he feels a lot safer here. Now he has to kind of scuttle around the edge of this pit. Damwon Kia has full control right now on what will be their second Infernal Drake.
Bertle gets all of his health back. Poke flying through, and Gen G actually finding it this time. We can kind of see the value.
Look at Ophelia.
Of this Jace is, yeah, Ophelia looking for those angles.
And if he hits Duckdom, I mean, there's a pick right there. Ruler's got ult.
Yeah.
Got to be so careful. They have no idea where he is.
Ruler baiting them as best he can as well. I really like it as Bertle trying to get into position. It's a great zap to come down as now Showmaker looking for his angle. Immediately, Ruler just executes Kellen. He's not doing anything. Finds the double kill now as they're turning it on to Damwon. And what happened to Showmaker? His health bar just disappeared.
He's not building armor really in this game, and the lethality items coming through here for Doran, for Ruler, really hitting him hard when he goes forward and overextends here without the peel. They didn't know where Ophelia was.
Well, Ophelia's going to catch that spear, catch that one as well.
He's got teleport, needs to get out of here.
Ooh, he could have walked back into that one also, but does decide not to. As Spear is, oh, Oh man, it's getting a bit frightening as the Baron is going down very, very low. The spear will connect eventually. Ophelia grabs that one, and it's just a shooting range here for Canyon. Dives in a little bit late. He's not going to be able to steal the Baron, but he goes golden. Bertel trying to stay alive, but he's not going to be able to. And despite these snipes looking good, Damwon Kia are going to lose the majority of their members in this fight. Canyon still trying to tidy this one up the best he can, but Doctom, not a lot of mana, not a lot of cooldowns. Super Mega Death Rocket will be coming up right now, as that's a great knock-up, and the dive forward from Canyon, but he immediately falls down. Ruler grabs that kill as well, as Peanut's going to dive back up again. Featherstorm just thrown out there from Ruler. That was a weird situation, as now the teleport going to come forward.
There's the ult to try to peel for Doctom here, and they should be able to get away.
Yeah, they're trying to get even more, and Doctom just explodes. Goodbye.
Doran with a nice angle here, teleports back into this on the other side.
It's a bit of a stalemate right now. 45 seconds on the Drake and 20 seconds on the Baron. Gen.G with control of both sides right now. Damwon with not a lot of Doran, but the flash has to be used there from Doran. Gets himself out of the way of Showmaker, whose Foxfire is now, his Spirit Rush is now on cooldown. And Peanut floating with death here towards the side as Bertel may have overextended. Ruler offering a lot of damage back. Man, the bailout giving him so much attack speed as well with this lethality build. As in goes Ophelia, finds the Shadow Surge, looks for Bertel, but Kellen, he's going to be the target that falls down first. There is so much damage on Gen.G.
Look at the
Spear will connect, but it's a little too late.
4,500 damage on this lethality Xayah, and Bertel is eating the majority of it here. But the way that Gen.G are playing this slow, the way that they're trying to split Damwon Kia up and punish every single time Bertel walks forward, the amount of follow-up damage they have is eventually this Scion does get chipped down. Eventually he has to push away. And when Damwon Kia don't have Showmaker's ultimate available, they
kind of like it as now Bertel looking for an opportunity.
Showmaker
doesn't land. That's going to be a pick onto the Renata. She immediately goes down. Ruler was their target of choice, but they'll take it as Lehens is so incredibly squishy. It may not be enough to guarantee this, especially with the advantage that Gen.G have. But still, it's great news.
Just in the front line here, trying to get Ruler closer and closer to this Elder Drake, because as you said, even with a dead support, that's not enough. Look at the Shock Blast damage.
Yeah, that's going to be actually a turret falling down elsewhere as well, as Showmaker is on the flank. Canyon takes a lot of damage. Peanut is looking for him. The charm comes through as Peanut sidesteps to get out of the way of the Orb of Deception. This, man, Damwon Kia not wanting to keep holding on to that Drake. As you can see, Bertel down below half health. And it's just navigation of poke, backwards and forwards, trying to work out who has the advantage. Doran slowed down by the zap. And Ruler is their target, right? Damwon Kia, all they want is to be able to kill this Xayah.
He's got his ult still.
Yeah, Shock Blast connects onto Showmaker as well, as now the Elder Drake down to 3,000 health. Peanut goes golden. Ruler's going to be able to take him down. Ophelia finds the backline. Doctom tries to get out. The Elder Drake is still alive, but pardon me, Showmaker is not. It's a double kill for Ruler, and the Elder is taken by Gen.G. They were so patient.
They were
and in the end,
patient.
they managed to make it work.
They play it so slow. They wait for Lehens to come in, and it's the perfect time for Ophelia to hit a big game-winning ultimate. Doctom pushed out of the fight on the wrong side of things. That's the wipe, and Gen.G will pull this comp off. 6-0-6 on this Xayah. Compositions look tough for them to win the late game, look tough for them past the mid game, but they got Sorelda's grudge early, and they pulled through. Patience perseveres.
What is it with Lehens dying in like the last team fight and then them still winning? But still, they're able to do amazing work, and maybe that was a buff for Ruler, because that last game was absolutely fantastic from him. You mentioned